All the hoses are on this thing. It's ready to shove into the wall hole. We just kind of extended the lines with our wire, and we're just gonna snake them through the hole, and then we'll kind of get them bent how we need to get them bent once they're through the wall. All this got nicely secured. You really want to tape this up really good, because if there's any air pockets in here, or if the foam isn't insulating really good, you could get condensation. So keep that in mind, because the pipes will sweat a little bit when it's cooling. But that's it, this thing's ready to go. I'll go ahead and bend our line set, kind of get a good, very gradual little curve going on. So we have our manifold line set. We're going to use the blue hose. We're going to use this little adapter that adapts to the mini split. And it also has a Schrader valve depressor in there, because there is a Schrader valve right here that needs to be depressed. So we're going to go ahead and connect our blue hose with the adapter to the machine. Now we're going to take our yellow hose and connect it to our pressurized gas bottle, nitrogen or argon. Snug them up. That's snug. Now we're going to turn the gas on, and then now we're going to open the gauge. So this is going to add the argon into the line set and the evaporator in the house. And if there's any sort of leak in our connections inside or outside, this gauge right here will drop. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this gauge sit for about 20 minutes. We're going to pay attention to the pressure, make sure this doesn't drop at all. While we're waiting for our leak test to finish up, we're going to go ahead and install some of the wiring. So you got to pull this little service cover off right here. I already have my power wire right here. I know it looks kind of nasty. I have to put some terminals on it, so I'm going to do that. So first we're going to do the inside unit connection to the outside. We're going to take this little cable holder off. Now, whenever we installed the head unit, I did take a picture of the layout of the terminals. So I suggest you guys do the same thing. That way you know exactly how you hooked this up. And then don't forget to shove it through the gland. Next, we're going to connect the power. I did go ahead and put some terminals on the power cables. We have a live, a neutral, and a ground. Pretty simple, because this is only a 120 volt unit. So our live is going to go on the L, neutral is going to go where the N, and your ground is going to go right next to that. That's it. It's that easy. I'm going to kind of put our strain relief back on. And that's it. We can throw our cover back on. We're all done there. Nice. All right, update on the pressure check. It hasn't moved at all. And this is kind of like a thick solution, so if there are any sort of leaks, it'll show up as tiny bubbles. And that's it. We're just going to let that sit there, but so far we have nothing. We're going to let this sit for a few minutes, make sure we have no leaks, then we're going to clean it off. All right, we've waited about 20 minutes. 0 leaks have been found. Our pressure gauge has not moved at all, so I think we're good to go. Get the argon bottle, all that stuff disconnected, and get the vacuum pump connected next. Now we have our vacuum pump here with our yellow hose. We're gonna get this thing connected up. We're ready to pull a vacuum on the system. Everything is connected. So we're gonna open this one. We're gonna make sure this one is shut. We're gonna kick the vacuum pump on. We're gonna give it about 15 to 20 minutes to pull a full vacuum on the system. We let this vacuum down for about 20 minutes now, so now I'm gonna go ahead and close this gauge right here. I'm gonna shut the vacuum pump off, take the service caps off the valve so we can release the refrigerant. Now with this thing still being under vacuum, what I normally do is I'll open this valve until this starts to move. That way when I take this off, it doesn't suck in any air. You want a little bit of pressure. So there we go, we have a little bit of pressure, so now I'm gonna get this off. And that's it. Now we release the refrigerant, and it's gonna flow into the rest of the system. Same with the bottom one. Put your caps back on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and throw the cover on. We're gonna go ahead and connect the AC to my off-grid solar power system. Now we should be ready to turn this thing on. And we're on cool, 75 degrees.